Did the fights over the weekend match the hype? Was it Fatal Fury, Fatal Flop? It's the poll that we got going right now. 87% says flop. The main event, was it a flop?
Yes. I mean, Roelly...
I think the main event was a flop.
Yeah, Roelly stole the show, but after Roelly knocked him down, he didn't do nothing either.
Yeah.
They was just out there. It was between that fight and the Haney fight, I felt like it was rounds. They didn't even hit each other. I'm like, come on, Ryan, just go ahead.
Because I was just having this discussion. That's why it's so crazy. We talking about it now.
88%.
but the reason I said I want to give Roelly a whole bunch of credit, and this is why I'm saying live up to the hype for me, because I appreciate how Roelly fought. Mm-hmm. And coming off his last two fights, like, I don't think Roelly's a great boxer at all.
No one
does. Against Ryan, he looked like a great boxer to me. So his stance was even better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he came in there in tip-top shape. He boxed Ryan the exact way he was supposed to, and he was very disciplined. His hand did not move from right here. I got to give him credit for that. He looked like a boxer in that fight.
I did not.
So that's why I appreciate it.
I give you that. Antt go ahead. Antt.
No, I'm just saying that's an example of Roelly hasn't been the same Roelly since the Gervonta knockout.
Yeah.
He actually looked decent. Like I think everybody in boxing felt like that about Roelly. It's like, you never know what you're gonna get with this. He's a loose cannon. He did look decent last night.
I'm not trying to disrespect Roelly, but
okay.
Was it more Roelly or was it more Ryan that made Roelly look how he looked?
It was both of them.
It was both of them.
Ryan, just like Goodz said. Now that I think about it, when Goodz said it at first, we never looked at Ryan like a true boxer. It was just like you could knock people out with the left hook.
Yeah.
That was it. And then what he did with Haney is what he did with Haney. But go ahead.
Yeah, but it's with Ryan is just there's no switching. There's no right there in the moment thinking, switching what I'm doing. Okay, he's doing this. Let me switch and do this. And that's what made great boxers. Ryan just got that hook and that's it. And you could tell, put it like this. The way Roelly boxed him was the exact way Devin was supposed to box him.
Yep.
The exact way. So I felt like they was going to train for him to box that same way Roelly boxed.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Yep. Then somebody, shout out to my boy Strap Kings on Instagram. He said, "Is it Ryan or is it Derrick James? Every time his fighters get in big fights, they look robotic."
It ain't Derrick James.
I'm just saying.
Both of y'all, because y'all can hear it. What the corner sound like?
Oh, he was on his ass.
He's giving it to him.
He got to the point, just give me something. But I mean, that's how he looked. Spence looked robotic versus Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Shout out my boy Strap King. He one brought that up to me.
I got to come to Derrick James' defense.
I know.
And you've been around Derrick James.
Yeah, I know, Sean. I said the same thing.
I pay attention to everything, right? So when there's a coach that I have not worked with personally, I have to pay attention to you. Give me a reason to trust you that you're going to do what needs to be done with your fighter, right? And this is the conversation I had earlier. I have paid attention to Derrick James, right? I don't know if he can train Terrence Crawford before a fight. I don't know if he knows different techniques based on that fighter's abilities. Derrick James, as I understand it, was a fighter a lot like Errol Spence, where he was a plotter, he was in your face, he was aggressive, and he was going to fight.
Robotic.
He was robotic.
He was robotic not against you. He would just match your shit.
But I know this is what I do know about Derrick James, though.
I had Porter beating Spence.
I do too.
Yes. Why you co-sign that? That was all right. You're supposed to say that.
I have paid attention to Derrick James. He has an eye for the game.
Yeah, he does.
I trust that. I truly do trust this. If he had never worked a day in his life with Terrence Crawford, but they got into the ring together, he could watch the fight and see what Terrence needs to do. Terrence could come back to the corner and he could tell Terrence what he needs to do to make the adjustments. You have to have a fighter that has the ability to make adjustments. The other night was all on Ryan Garcia. Do not talk about Derrick James. Talk about Ryan Garcia. You have fighters that just don't have the ability on that given night to do whatever's being told to them. Right? My dad and me, my fight I had with Kell Brook, my dad and I have worked our entire lives together. Our entire lives together. When I fought Kell Brook, my dad come back to the corner, my dad sent something to me. When I go back out for the next round, I'm switched on to something completely different. I don't know why I was like that night. You can't fault my dad for that night.
Yeah.
And this is coming from the fighter. I heard everything he was saying to me. I just did not make any adjustments, do anything that he was telling me to do. It kind of is what it is.
Makes sense. But I also think, as far as coaches, it's all in the way you say it too. I think when you use this, like when I was listening to Derrick James, he got the same tone for everything. If I'm getting frustrated with you, you're gonna know I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I want you to do something, you're gonna know I want you to do it.
Yeah.
I think tone plays a big part, and when you're coaching somebody in the corner too, I think a lot of coaches just are the same with everything, and you can't be like that when you're in a corner. Fight. When you're fighting.
That's life in general. And I've had this conversation with Malcolm before. With my boys, with your children, and advice to you, big dog, you can't be one tone.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You can't.
That don't work. That don't work. No, that don't
you
work.
You can't
that
be
don't
one
work.
tone.
Yeah, that don't work.
You know what I mean? And I'm never one tone with my boys. Yeah. I'll do this to Shaddai. And he'll look at me like what? I love you.
Oh, no, I do that. You can ask with it.
Because I want
that. Oh, wow. Can I say that?
But every time
you can still whoop kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
But every time I say your name, it ain't got to be because I'm getting after you. You know what I mean? You can't be one tone. So the same thing in coaching, in the boxing ring, coaching in life in general. The best coaches are the coaches that know how to coach the specific athlete the way that athlete needs to be spoken to, coached. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Times Square was a dud.
Yeah. Who would y'all like to see Haney in there next? Since we're not gonna get Ryan, because Roelly blew it up. Roelly blew the whole game plan.
Well,
up,
no, Ryan. Roelly said, "Hey, I think they should still fight."
I think because both of them didn't have a good performance, that makes me want to see that fight more. Because now I want to see if Ryan Garcia just got Devin Haney card.
Well, I'm glad I got you on here, big dog, because you speak in a different language. You know what I mean? Than me. You know, I agree with you. I think the fight should still happen. You know, I think that styles make fights. Mm-hmm. I think that, some things you may not be mentally locked into, other things, so on and so forth. We know that whole thing. Ryan said something about fumes in the Batmobile. Dare you disrespect the Batmobile like that? And the roof was open.
Oh, he said that messed him up.
You smell something? Put your head out the goddamn. You know what I mean? But there was that one excuse that he came with. That one reason that he came with. But
you said it right. Don't switch it.
I think we still should see that fight. I'm curious to see.
Still should happen. Yeah, I don't know why people. The fact that both of them didn't have a good showing is the reason why it should happen. Now, let's say Devin would have came out and had a great showing, and then Ryan would have had that performance. Then I wouldn't want to see it. But because both of them didn't have a good performance, that still makes me want to see that fight. Because like I said with Roelly, like I just feel like Roelly has Ryan card. I feel the same way with Ryan and Devin. I feel like Ryan just has Devin card for whatever reason.
What made you think that Roelly had Roelly had Ryan's card?
Wow.
Yeah, when? Yeah, like when?
He knocked him down in sparring. He knocked him down in the real fight. I just think he has his card.
He knocked him down in sparring?
Yeah. Well, he was knocking him. He knocked him with the. I think he was just knocking him around. Like
Roelly?
If he wouldn't have headgear on, he'd been down. Yeah. He was knocking. And he hit him with the same shot.
See? As I'm trying to. I just feel like he has his card. They fought more than one time. You fought him in sparring, and he was beating him. He was knocking him around in sparring. Then he fought him there and then knocked. I think if they fought 10 more times, Roelly's gonna win. It's just a certain fighter that has your card. Prime example, Tarver and Roy Jones.
Yeah,
I think Tarver just had Roy Jones' card.
Yeah. And also, Roy Jones never been the same after Tarver. Are we gonna get the same thing with Haney? Sean? Roy never been the same after Tarver. Will we get the same thing with Haney?
I'm on record. I'm going with what I said. I think Devin beats Ryan in the rematch.
Okay. Who's gonna sponsor it? Because I don't know if Turkey want to sponsor this one.
I don't think he wants to sponsor.
I think Shawn PorterWay Promotion going to have to sponsor that one.
I think if anything,
co-promoted by Goodz.
I think if anything, His Excellency is kind of waking up to what this thing is
really hitting for.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on to Saturday night, I guess, in Saudi Arabia. But I never liked predicting fights. I never liked saying who was gonna win a fight and all that kind of stuff. And people don't like the fact that I say, oh, it's 50-50, it's 50-50. Statistically, even we would think that Ryan was gonna beat Roelly.
Yes.
Goodz knows something that we don't know. When we talk about speed, Ryan has more speed. When we talk about offensive weapons, Ryan has more offensive weapons, and kind of the list goes on from there. I don't think any of us saw a world where Ryan came out and didn't throw punches, didn't let his hands go. There was a lot of things in the fight between Ryan and Roelly that happened that we didn't think was going to happen. And I think the main thing that we didn't think was going to happen was them standing in front of each other round after round, kind of circling one another.
Really?
Throwing a jab to the body here, jab to the body there. I saw that coming from Roelly because that's been Roelly for the last 3 or 4 fights now. But I definitely didn't see that from Ryan. I thought that this was going to be the fight that Ryan shines in and he erases all of the thoughts and things of that nature. But I don't know. He had a moment.
Right. Roelly also showed up with Salas. You know, Salas going to fix some ish.
But it didn't look...
It looked better. Like Goodz said, even his little stance was more upright. Usually it's just like, bro, what you doing, bro?
Yeah. Why? So
that's true.
Why is it that Ryan? Why do you think that Ryan just had a moment? Why can't be that he just don't got that much stuff in his toolbox?
That's true.
Because we seen it,
and it showed.
When did we see it, Sean?
Against Roelly.
When did we see it?
I can tell you, Ryan didn't throw no double jabs. We've seen him double jab. Mm-hmm. He didn't throw no combinations. Mm-hmm. We've seen him throw combinations. He hardly led with the left hook that everybody know him for. He leads with the left hook. He was tight. It was so much that he didn't do. I really don't understand why he didn't do those things, but we could have never bet in a million years that he was going to come to the ring and not throw double jabs, not throw 1-2s, not throw 1-2-3s. The kid has always been known for being electric fast. Mm-hmm. We've had this conversation in the group text, who's faster, Devin or Ryan? I said Devin faster than Ryan. Everybody else said Ryan faster than Devin.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What is Ryan fast with? His hook and what else?
So shut up. We call it because I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean?
Because I'm doing this to say because you got to break down all. Now we got to go in his toolbox. So if he's quick, you can't say he is fast, but he's fast with maybe 2 punches.
Right. So we got the 1 punch speed, which is usually the jab or offhand punch. And then you got 2 punch speed, which is the simple 2, right hand, left hook, whatever the case may be. And then you got combination speed. Guys that'll throw the double jab in the right hand, the 1-2-3 and turn. You know what I mean? I feel as if he has speed off of the 1 punch, speed off the 2 punch, and speed off the 3 punch combination.
So what if we're not giving Roelly credit? Maybe Roelly took that away. You never thought of that? Maybe because of his unorthodox style, that took away that.
I'm not used to seeing that at the highest level. That's my issue. These guys, and I know we said it. I think we said it when Ryan fought Tank that he didn't. With that it was smoke and mirrors. He wasn't really on that level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that. He wasn't really on that level.
Yeah.
But I feel like since that fight he had with Tank, he's proven that he's on that level. But
or it's a couple levels down, maybe.
I guess.
Yeah, on that
I'm
level.
just not.
We saying he proved it because he beat Devin.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And I feel like he just got Devin card. So then when you go in there with somebody that got your card, it just showed all his flaws.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? I just think Roelly's style for Ryan is just so unorthodox. He don't know what to do.
Which is very possible. I
Yeah,
just have never seen it at that level in live color in action on a professional boxing night. I've seen it. I've dealt with it in the gym and all that kind of stuff, but I've never had that issue on a fight night with a really awkward fight or anything like that.
Your IQ is higher than his.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not him.
Yeah,
you can't compare.
yeah.
You're a different person. And another thing is, if you could tell me who did Ryan fight that hit harder than Roelly?
Well, I mean, Tank, obviously. You said Ryan, right?
And Tank said Roelly was the hardest hitting fighter he fought.
Right, he did.
So maybe Ryan clamped up because he got hit, felt the power, and that made him clamp up.
Boom, boom. That was the second round.
Yeah.
Knockdown happened in the second round. But he already wasn't acting like him, he wasn't performing like,